our fault. Dr. Mario is a character that has extremely weak options to cover above him. If this is Doc and you're right here, very hard for Dr. Mario to hit you in a meaningful way. That up air barely does anything. It kind of just pops you up, doesn't really lead to any combos. And Nair doesn't really reach high. Bear doesn't really reach high. Forward air, you can kind of try to hit forward air, but it's a huge commitment. Very slow move, very laggy move. And so, honestly, like, the thing is, if you go in against Doc, Doc has all these great options. Jab, CC down smash, raw down smash. You got the tilts that are really strong, the up tilt, you got back air, you got nair, you got down air, all very strong moves. But as soon as you get that lead and you can just float above him, it makes it really hard for him to rack up damage and even harder for him to get the kill. And that's another thing that's really scary is that grab if you're going in. So genuinely, like, I don't like being the lame player. I don't like being lame. I don't like camping. This is a matchup where it is really like that's what you have to do.
Yeah.
It's just what you got to do.
Yeah, it's unfortunate for Dr. Mario, but yeah, definitely going to be a longer set if both of these players are playing how they should be playing.
Yeah, and you can go in. I'm not saying it's impossible. It's just, it's so risky when camping is just not.
Yeah, Doc hits just like a Mack truck.
Yeah,
as well.
absolutely.
That's the other thing. There's a reason that a certain player went Doc. You know, even though it's not the best of matchups.
Oh yes,
it was just a hit, get a hit.
Hit that boom, that fair.
Hit the balloon, hit the pinata.
But yeah, the thing about that though is, if you're gonna camp, you need a lead. And Novacane's doing a great job so far of not letting that happen. Bilit's only been up by about like 20%, which if you're gonna camp, you really do want like a little bit more leeway, because even though up air doesn't really do much, it still does damage. So like if Doc can just hit you a couple times and then get the lead back, then what were you really camping for, right? So you want to get that like 50%, you know, a stock, something like that before you start doing it. So as Novacane, you want to make sure that your percent and your stocks are higher than Bilit's at all times. You want to win so that you can keep winning. Because once you start losing, it's a landslide.
The other thing I'm assuming is rests are kind of hard to come by.
Yeah, not really a huge part of the matchup, I would say. You can go for some of them if you really get like a read on what the Dr. Mario is doing. Especially if you're playing that campier game plan, then you can like kind of get a read on the way that they're trying to approach you and then kind of call them out with something like that. You can get back air into rest, you can get falling up air or up tilt, but overall not as common in this matchup. It's not really like something you build your game plan around. This is more of a back air, fly around kind of matchup, less of a get in their face, wave dash, rest kind of matchup.
Yeah. So right now, Puff slightly behind, but inching forward just needs an edge guard here. Does not get it though.
Yeah, not quite. Once Doc is in that range of the up B, it can kind of be annoying to edge guard them just because the up B has a lot of hitboxes and they're all pretty big, but if you intercept Doc before they get in that range where they can just rip up B, then it's much, much more advantageous. So yeah, now we see Bilit with the lead, and this is a little bit precarious because it is at 134, but I would not be surprised if we start to see Bilit, you know, take things back a little bit more, you know, maybe try to go for some platform game. That being said, though, I don't think Bilit's subscribing to that ideology. I think Bilit's trying to get in there, trying to get damage before, you know, his stock gets taken.
Yeah. Yeah, right now, it's going to be tough for Novacane. I know.
But when there's that edge guard, but the up B rep immediately. That's what I'm talking about. When you're in range where you can do that, that's a really strong option as Dr. Mario. But yeah, even without, you know, still has the foot on the gas a little bit from Bilit, and you know, still getting up this damage.
Yeah.
Just really avoiding those like kill confirms, those kill moves, those down smashes, fairs. And now Bilit has a comfortable lead. Even if he loses this stock, he can still, you know, take a deep breath, you know, kind of take it slow from then on.
Yeah, and if you notice there too, Bilit getting some extra damage there on that stock by shield poking at the top of Dr. Mario's shield.
Yeah.
Dr. Mario's shield a little bit smaller than I remember. Is it like comparatively smaller than some of the characters?
I think that it's definitely smaller than some characters. I mean, Sheik is like a taller character and her shield covers like the entirety of her. Meanwhile, Doc is like half her height and still has parts of it that's poking out.
Yeah.
But definitely not the smallest. Definitely not like a Pikachu or a Game & Watch level shield.
True, yeah.
Yeah, I
think Watch might as well just crouch against one sometimes. So
yeah, except for you're also super light, so.
Yeah, true.
But yeah, I think something I would like to see a little bit more from Novacane is like, now that we've seen that Bilit is more about these kind of like nair in, you know, trying to like aerial wall or like, you know, get up close. I think that Novacane could do a little bit more of just like that wait and bait kind of movement, you know, like wave dash around, try to get those like CC down smashes, those jab down smashes, maybe retreating fair to try and catch those nair ins. I think that could be really strong, using a little bit more pills, going for a little bit more grabs, maybe trying to get like some shield grabs or CC grabs on some of these nairs, some of these aerials. I think that I don't know, just focusing more on the ways that you can actually get the kill. Not necessarily fishing for it, you don't want to make yourself obvious, but just trying, like, throwing it out a little bit more, I think could definitely be advantageous. Because right now, I feel like Novacane is trying to play a little bit too honestly, almost, where, you know, using, like, these normal aerials and whatnot when Bilit's at, like, 100. And, you know, if Bilit's at that high percent, you might as well throw the haymakers.
True. So we're going game 2 here on Yoshi's Story. Novacane currently in the lead.
Yeah.
But a fickle one right here.
Yeah, this first stock is crucial.
Very crucial to the rest of the set.
Okay, nice. Gets that wave dash in, down smash, chasing Bilit in that kind of scramble situation. Oh.
Tries to get that downer, a little bit of a reach, does not get the grab there, probably a little bit of a crouch there, does not get the F smash. These two whiffing a lot here.
Bilit's been going for a lot of F smashes this game.
Yeah.
A lot of these nairs and a lot of these F smashes, which nair F smash is the Bilit. So.
True. I think I actually would like to see Bilit, Novacane throw out a little bit more pill. I feel like that actually has been working a lot.
I agree. Pill is one of those projectiles where, like, it does a lot of damage. Like, most projectiles in Melee do not do, like, 12% like that, especially when they're, like, that easy to throw out. And so I feel like the pills could definitely be a very useful tool just to rack up percent, make, you know, Puff kind of sweat a little bit.
Yeah, even if you don't get that approach, you still threw in a pill. I feel like that's very crucial. There's a reason that Foxes love laser in this matchup.
Absolutely. It gives the Puff a reason to feel pressured, a reason to go in.
Yeah, especially when you die so early. Yeah, that stray F smash is going to kill a little bit more often. But right now, Novacane choosing the scrap is up in percent, but Bilit going to take it right back. Rolls in. That was a risky roll in.
Ooh.
Gets the forward throw. Doesn't get the edge grab.
Nice.
Nice cape, too. That was a nice cape. Gets the nair.
Yeah, and Doc's moves do so much damage. Like, cape also does like 12, 13% or something. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, Novacane right now. Oh, had the advantage, but again, Bilit taking it back.
And if Novacane was playing Marth, then they would have gotten a lot of grabs.
True.
But the grab range from Doc is kind of betraying them right now.
Yeah, not the best. You really have to pick your spots, especially against a character like Jigglypuff who can just crouch under it.
Yeah, well, not under Doc's grab, but because he's too short.
Oh yeah, fair.
But Bilit has been playing wonderfully around the grab spacing, doing those like nair in, kind of fade back, you know, just out of range of that shield grab. Very intentional about it. Oh, yeah. And, yeah, so at that percent, down throw fair does not work anymore, so you just go for the back throw. And on this stage, it's going to kill every time.
Yeah. Even with those Shy Guys in the way, it did its job. So now a 2-stock-to-2 game here. Let's see who takes the advantage. Again, using more of that pill, I think it's helping out Novacane a lot.
Yeah. And something about Novacane is, like, they're doing a really good job of it. Don't get me wrong. Like, they are making these, like, aggressive reads and making stuff happen. But, like, having played a little bit of Doc myself when Spedito put up that bounty, this character is not good at approaching. Like, I genuinely think in this matchup, like, it really is, like, you want to really pick your spots very carefully if you are going to approach. And a lot of it is more so, like, kind of walling, trying to pill camp a little bit, you know, get those CCs, get those, you know, those defensive plays. And then maybe you can do, like, an aggressive wave dash in with the down smash right there.
Yeah.
But
also,
I think that Novacane has been playing very honorably, very valiantly, but maybe not optimally.
Yes. Although, definitely opting for this playstyle. He kind of knew what he was getting into on Yoshi's Story.
Yeah, but it's also just you can catch her a little bit easier. You can.
That
so
is unfortunate. Yeah, Novakane's starting to be in their own head here as Bilit takes the 2-0 lead.
Yeah, and we can either go here or we could go the other green stage. We can go to Pokemon Stadium. I think Pokemon Stadium, yeah, it's good in its own way, right? Because that down throw fair still kills, that down smash still kills, you know, but you also get to pill a little bit more. You get to back up a little bit more. Billit's not in your face doing these nairs quite as often.
Yeah.
But the way that Novacane has been playing, I feel like maybe is a little bit more Yoshi's oriented. So I definitely like to see a little bit of a switch up on this gameplay, on this game plan in this on this stage.
Yeah. more pill, just backing off that extra bit.
Yeah, like so many of these wave dashes are just in, and I feel like Bilit's getting a really good read on the fact that Novacane wants to go in over and over.
Yeah. And also Bilit just exceptionally good at reading wave dash ins too.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So again though, Novacane taking the lead.
Taking that first stock.
With the percent.
And this is where I really am like I know that you don't want to, but like low key, like you have the lead, you know, just pepper in a little bit of these hits, you know, maybe just juice it a little bit, you know?
Yep. Gotta get something. I actually like though the game plan there from Bilit, just floating high, jumping high, trying to get Novacane in an awkward range and bait them, and now it is 3 stocks to 3. So Bilit 3 stocks away unless Novacane can start to really put it together here. Hasn't really struggled too much on those first stocks, but then it's been that middle of the games that's really gotten him. So let's see if he
and that's the thing, right? Is the lead is great, but like, what do you do with it?
Yes.
You know, and Novacane I think has been doing a great job of getting the lead, but has not really shown as much of a, you know, has not really been taking that lead and making it a bigger lead, and then making that lead into a bigger lead. You know, it's more so been like you get the lead, kind of evens up, and then you play from there, but. I think in this kind of matchup where they're both slower characters, you have a projectile, you know, you have these strong ways to like keep Puff out a little bit. I feel like you could really make some mileage out of the leads that Novacane's kind of leaving on the table.
True. So we have a even game right now. Let's see who takes the 3rd stock.
And Bilit has been loving these nairs.
Yeah.
I think that Novacane really needs to figure out a response to it, because Bilit has been using that as like one of the main scrapping and approaching tools is these short hop or full hop nair. And so I think if Novacane maybe did like just a fade back fair to try and catch it or something.
Yeah.
But
the DI is or the drift is always in. Again.
Yeah. It's always in first to get the hit, and then you go back out.
Yeah.
Nice DI on that pound, not going off stage, but ends up getting grabbed anyway, and that's gonna be the stock as long as Bilit rolls up.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's going to be it. So now last stock for Novacane, kind of looking around, trying to search for the answer here. Will he find something? Does find that nair.
That's something.
Now 2 stocks to 1. Novacane going to have to play really strong here. Does get that.
19%.
Yeah. That down air was something that I saw Novacane trying out a lot that first game. Finally hits it. Juicy damage here. We'll see if it leads to another stock. 38% now. Ooh.
Yeah, and I know that, you know, Novacane is down at this point, but, you know, there's still 5 minutes left on the game. I feel like you can play like a little bit more, you know, patiently, just try to exploit.
Or use the wall there and get the forward air. Now Novacane taking that last stock.
Never mind.
Yep. Knew something
ain't broke.
there. Yeah, don't fix it. Oh, shaking it off too. Dr. Mario getting some confidence. Let's see if Novacane gains some confidence from that. But the forward smash going to put him in a crucial situation. The edge guard not there though for Bilit. Does get the down throw, 35%. Does not get the up smash, but still looking like Novacane could win this all of a sudden.
Triple roll.
Yep. Oh.
Nice tech on that. Did not want to get hit by the Bilit.
Yes, and also shielding these nairs better.
Okay, this is pretty close. This might actually be down throw fair kill percent.
Yes.
Depending on the DI.
Oh, gets the throw.
Down throw fair. That's it.
That's going to do it. 3-stock comeback for Novacane. And all of a sudden, has life.
You know what? Never mind. Never mind. Keep going in, folks.
Yes. Yeah. Well, I feel like it's slightly spacing back, but still going in. That helped him out. It was just like, okay, I got to space it a little bit
Put
better.
a pinch of, you know, that just a little bit more cognizance.
Yeah.
You know, not necessarily camping, not necessarily the patience, just being a little bit more aware of where these hitboxes are, how they're interacting with each other.
See, that's the problem with being an observer sometimes with Melee, or just any Smash game, is you're going to eventually tell the other person, like, oh, just don't go in as much. Just don't like. But sometimes it really is like something else. It's like, okay, you just got to play better. You got to space better. Like, you got to do it.
Yeah.
Do it, but do it better.
But the thing is, like, most matchups, I'm really not the person who's like, don't go in. It's just this matchup is like specifically the way that these two interact. They're just both very good at like walling each other out and like, you know, putting up these fortresses.
Yeah.
But I agree. Yeah, I mean, there's 2 choices, right? Your approaches aren't working. You can either approach better or you can try something else.
Yes.
And Novacane picked the first option and is approaching better and is doing better in these games because of that.
True.
Yeah, nice roll up on that. Not really able to threaten any different timings, just only threatening that one timing. So Bilit is able to, just because, you know, not Novacane's fault, just, you know, far away, but gives Bilit the perfect time to just, you know, get that roll up, get that edge guard.
One thing I'm noticing is Novacane is starting to get much more mileage out of these long down airs, trying to catch Bilit in these full hop jumps.
Yeah, just trying to get like above. And if you can get above your opponent, that downer has a lot of a really good hitbox, and it's multi-hit, and it's hard to just like punish if you're, even if you get like hit by only one hit, it's hard to get it. But yeah, Bilit off to a really strong start here, just like, just keeping it solid, maybe, pressing back a little bit more,
yeah.
but still, just spacing solidly, avoiding these grabs, avoiding these big open ups, and just kind of playing in that mid-range that makes Doc really uncomfortable.
Yeah, also starting to spam Nair a little bit less, training in that Nair for the fair.
Yeah, that full out fair is an option that I really like, because it hits someone on the way up, and then it like has a little bit of a lingering hitbox in case you don't hit them and they try to jump into you, but then still leaves you open to do another like landing aerial. But yeah, Bilit not airing in as much, knowing that kind of is a little bit more risky against CC, against Shield, using just these walling aerials and just saying, you know what, I lost last game to a grab, I'm not letting that happen again. I'm not getting grabbed this time. I'm not getting down smash this time. I'm going to keep it in the air. I'm going to keep it, classy, not get in there, not get my my toes wet.
Yeah. A little bit of a wake-up call to blow that lead for Bilit, and I feel like the game plan of don't get grabbed is really worked out. We're on the verge of a force
He's
top.
awoken.
Yeah. This is looking like curtains. Can Novacane make a even more impressive comeback here,
This
or
is
will
a straight
Bilit
up
take
reverse force stock.
Yeah.
Not quite going to be it. Kill throws in Melee are not what they are in other games.
Nope. That is amen to that. Guess the Nair, though.
Late Nair. Stronger the longer it's out. Except for that's not technically correct. It's only just like 2 hitboxes. It's just weak and then strong. It's not a linear scaling, but
Yeah.
It is stronger when it's out for longer, technically. But in a very binary way.
Yes.
Okay, I guess that grab, just getting a little bit of percent.
Yeah.
But every hit that Bilit gets is just like another nail in the coffin,
Yeah.
And Novacane could still rip it open, but it's just going to be harder and harder.
Yeah, these trades not really benefiting Novacane. 71%.
Yeah, now we see the pill kind of game plan coming out, but it might be a little bit too little, too late.
Yeah, he's got to be pilled right now. Get on those pills.
No jump because you used it for the pill, and then, yeah, it's going to spell demise.
That is it. So Bilit taking it 3-1 over